Yeah, my people, beautiful and handsome viewers all over the world. Welcome to my page, Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV. Yeah, I greet you at your location time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And for those people who have already sleeping, good night as usual. So we're gonna start our broadcast live on Timo Starboy channel blogs. So please join us. Join us. Why this one is freezing now? Don't put making a not put hand for this page, oh please. Please, it's not violating any law. It's not violating any law. It's not violating any Facebook law. Please release it, okay? Don't freeze my account, oh. So thank you. Anyway, my people, my beautiful and handsome viewers. So this is another update. You see, the title there is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is trying to plug in Proxy war into Nigeria, you know. You want to cause katakata, you want to cause this problem that you are dodging. So, and we say no. We say no because this is not the time for us. We are not ready. We are not ready, both military action or any form shape, you know, it perform. So we don't ready. We are not ready at all. Our economic is still down, you know. Our economic is still down low. So we are trying to survive. We are trying to bring it up. So please, Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, withdraw all this kind of atrocity you are planning. I know it's for your own gain. It's for your own gain, because if it's not for your own gain, the Senate, they are ruling it out, say they don't need war. Our Senate, both the north, both the east, west, they say this is not the time for war. So why are you waging war? Why are you waging war? Eh? Why are you waging war? This is the question we are putting on your front. You know, this is the question. What did the gain do you stand to gain for this war? What is your own benefit? What is Nigeria benefit? That is the question we are putting onto you, Mr. Selecting president. Whether selecting or adopting or hijacking, me, I don't understand you. I don't understand you at all. Eh? What this gain did you want to gain? What is your own benefit in this action that you want to take? Because now they are saying the military have been standing by somewhere along the border, you know, Niger border. They are posting like a threatening, just posting there like a threatening, and you say you want to discuss, you want to have a dialogue, you know, in a diplomatical way, and you are still posing the threat to them. What kind of a dialogue is this? This is the double standard, and we don't need all this kind of proxy war. We don't need it, because these people, they will intervene. The Western, the French country, they have their own military there, and as well as an American and Russia too. So how do we want to put your head inside the giant fight? So you should use your common sense, Mr. President. Use your brain. Use your brain to solve this matter. You know. So we don't need any katakata. We don't need any chaos in our country. We have already have one. You know. We have a bunch of one that is choking us now. So listen to my video, please, people. Just share this video to him. Let him listen to our thought, because we are the one that we gonna face the fire. We're gonna face the heat. It's not him, but he has a jet that he can fly to France to run away. So it is masses people, you know, the people that they will suffer for it. So anyway, let me play you this video, because this video just reached my hand, and I need to play to you guys, so that you can hear, you can understand what we are talking about here. We are not just making mouth. We are not just ranting. So we just to save the country, to save our interests first, because we don't need all this kind of all this kind of stupid war, this stupid idea that he's bringing. I don't know, he's doing it for his agenda, of course, because this man, anything for him, he will do all this kind of mago way to achieve it. If it is not going to benefit for him, he is not going to do it. So this is the man for sure. You should know this man. You should know his capacity. You should know his thinking. Know his thinking now, because he's a self-centered man. Anything benefit from him. If you want to benefit for something, he will just do it without thinking. He will not think about it. He will not think about the consequences. He will not think about what is going to be the outcome. He will just go for it. And at the end of it, he will be, no, the way out. His own way out. He left everybody in turmoil. So we don't need all this kind of ideology you are putting in. Enough is enough. And you are not the legitimacy president. You are illegitimacy president. Everybody knows. The whole world knows. You just do your mago to sneak in. And as you do your mago sneaking in, that is how they will sneak you out. So let me play you this video, and this is for the morning show. Okay, let's go.
God bless you.
Leaders of the West African bloc, ECOWAS, have ordered the activation and deployment of a standby military force to Niger to restore constitutional order there.
Please share our video.
They also want countries within the bloc supporting the coup leaders to stir up such actions. The decisions were reached at the second extraordinary summit in Abuja on the political crisis in Niger.
Also, in reaffirming our relentless commitment to democracy, human rights, and the well-being of the people of Niger, it is crucial that we prioritize diplomatic negotiations and dialogue as the bedrock of our approach.
The statement by the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government is contradictory.
Yeah, contradictory.
On one hand,
very contradictory.
The ECOWAS themselves, heads of state, are saying that
they contradicted themselves in a
standby force
in the wrong way, in the wrong manner.
And that the defense chiefs have been so directed. The defense chiefs haven't met previously in Abuja. So, and then on the other hand, they say, all other options are still on the table, including dialogue and mediation. So, what exactly are they saying? Are you deploying the troops immediately? And what is called ECOWAS standby force? From the way they manage it, President Ouattara made a point that this is not unilateral action from President Tinubu. He provided a good cover for President Tinubu to say it's a collective decision. And the ECOWAS leaders insisted that they had to take this action because of the failure of the resolutions that they took at their first meeting. Now they are having a second extraordinary summit on the same subject of Niger within 10 days, and that they have no option but to act, as we had President Ouattara say. Okay, they want to act, it's group action, collective action, as President Tinubu pointed out. But I find that President Tinubu is in a very delicate situation. You know that he had approached the Senate of the Federal Republic to ask for, the imprimatur of the people's representatives to follow up on the resolutions of ECOWAS. And the Senate said no.
Yeah, exactly.
Only, take part in peace and mediation.
So why are you going further?
Do not contribute Nigerian troops. And they committed their resolution into writing. So the president acted under Section 5, Sub 4 of the 1999 Constitution, and the Senate of the Federal Republic responded. Is President Buhari going to commit Nigerian troops? Is he going to defy the Senate of the Federal Republic? Is he going to go back to the Senate of the Federal Republic or the National Assembly? Or is he going to act under Section 5 of Section 5? Even if he does, and he sends Nigerian troops, now that the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Abubakar, is saying that the Nigerian Air Force is on standby. The Nigerian Air Force is ready. We have 75 more aircraft in the fleet. Okay. Are they going to deploy those fleet of the Nigerian Air Force without the approval of the National Assembly? Section 5 of 5 is very clear. If you commit, then you must go back to the same National Assembly within a week, and you will get a reply within 14 days. Now, if he doesn't do that, that will be an impeachable offense. that will amount to gross misconduct on the part of the president of Nigeria. The other question to ask is, has the president of Nigeria consulted with the Council of State in a situation like this? If Nigeria is going on a military action, then you have to consult also the Council of State or the National Defense Council. Who else has been consulted? Apparently, the pressure from Nigerian people, the JNI, Jamaatul Nasrul Islam, the Ulamas, the Izala, the Christian Association of Nigeria, the latest is Afenifere, and other concerned citizens. All of that intervention, including that of Emir Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, who seem to have had no effect whatsoever in the consideration of the ECOWAS leaders in their deliberation at their second extraordinary summit. Which is why you now see you ask the question, is President Tinubu, is he under any kind of pressure to act, without reference to the feelings of the Nigerian people?
But also we are keeping the standing troop aside. And that has also sent a very strong signal to the Nigerian coupies. Because there was a message that came out yesterday that they were threatening also to kill Mr. Bazoum in the case where they invade the country. For me, I see that as one, yes, a threat, but two, it's an indication that the coupists are also feeling the pressure. For them to be able to put out a rash measure like that in strategy, that means they are feeling the pressure. What we can also do, since we've opened the channel of conversation and communication through that cultural means, which can also be said sort of like, interpersonal relationship, be it soft power, be it anything, let us improve on that to be able to talk to these people. Because when you look at it, based on what is on ground, I don't see these coup plotters having that acceptance of the people for a long time. The bellwether for any country is the economy. The Nigerian economy obviously is starting to falter. And if that happens, then definitely the people will start to ask questions from their governments. So the people's support will definitely whittle out at some point. Then the question is, can diplomacy come in? The troops on standby, not necessarily putting those troops in, but it shows that they are feeling the heat. So the question is, what can we quickly do? I think it's also good to be able to explore that channel even further, Emir Sanusi's channel. So how quick can we also get a government, Nigerian government, probably now then an ECOWAS rep team, emissary, to also meet with these people? What will be the cards on the table? The scenario on the table is, these leaders are already digging in, they're consolidating. Best case scenario now is a transition. I think the possibility of Bazoum coming back is very slim. The odds very low. Let's not deceive ourselves.
It will not come
Can
back.
we talk to these people about a 1-2 year transition down the line, then call back for democracy? And they will make their demands. Probably one of their demands will be, they don't want Bazoum to run in the elections. Or they want him to run in elections. Also, explore other paths, because there are other political angles to all of this. One, the CRR rebel group that has a very strong foothold in the north. Also, you need to involve them in a conversation like this. Because with this threat that they might kill Bazoum, that might intensify efforts. Only God knows who is using them. Intensify efforts, talk to all of them. Also, the past leaders. It's so full, like the ambassador mentioned yesterday, and some other people that have strategic interest there. Make the conversation spread across board. And then keep the sanctions in place. Once that sanction kick in and they lose the respect of the people and they lose the support of the people, then it becomes an easier conversation. And then be realistic about it. I don't think Bazoum will be coming back anytime soon. So let's look at it that way, and let's say a panzer. But let military option be out of the cards. Yeah, we can keep a troop at standby, which I think is also a negotiation strategy. Which I think is to bring in that air of, if you do otherwise, we might invade. But I don't think we'll be using that. Let's keep that aside as a negotiation strategy, and let's keep the heat on those guys. And they'll walk. Just some strategy putting out there.
So So that is it for this video. Sorry guys for the disruption. Anyway, I will play you another one. Let me play you another video here that is in conjunction with what we are talking about. You know, we always make it a rhyme, you know. So please hold on for me. I don't think we should be threatening these people. It is their country, you know. Whatever they do in their country, it is their problem. So it is not our own problem. We have our own problem to solve in our own country. So we should solve our own problem and they should solve their own. So why are you making a military intervention and you are threatening and you say you want to discuss, you know, you want to settle matter, but you are still threatening? What kind of a double jeopardy is this? You know, it can't be worked out like that way. You want to make a peace, but you are threatening people. That's not gonna, it's not good. So let me play you this video so we can just round up for today. Okay, let me put it on the Bluetooth. The Bluetooth is gonna do the work loudly and clear. Okay. Sorry guys, hold on a minute. Yeah. Okay, we are good to go now. So let me play you this video. It's for African, they just talk about African with European people that they are coming to our country. So we want to be reminding you people that you should not be sleeping. You should wake up on from your slumber, because these people, they want to hijack our continent, and we should not let them be, because these European people, their own is too much. They have their own country, they left it, and they are coming to raid other country, to invade other country, and be controlling them. It's not going to happen like that. That's not God. That's not the way God chose it to be. So they are devilish. So let's hear from this gentleman.
I don't know if you've been to Niger before.
It's from radio from Ghana. It's a radio from Ghana.
You see hardship.
You see?
You see an undeveloped economy. And these people, their community sees them, enrich themselves so much, and they arrogate to themselves so much power that they become untouchable within their own communities, where the majority, the masses, are left hanging, poor. And all that you could do
is terrible.
If we give a deadline,
my people, wake up,
submit yourself,
let's unite
to our authority,
and fight this devil
and
out.
Non-existent authority.
Pursue
we are
them.
going to invade. You are going to invade somebody's country.
Yeah, it's unacceptable.
Is that all we can do? The last time I was here, we were talking about the attacks on school children at Uganda. Please, it's a high time. It's a high time we call on ECOWAS to lift the relevance of the organization. It's a hard time we call on African heads of state to first of all think of the people who has given them the mandate.
Exactly.
Look at elections across Africa. Has it been fair? Look at what happened in Nigeria.
Particularly
when the people's mandate is not being used judiciously.
Stolen.
The people's plight are not adhered to.
They stole the mandate.
People with contempt.
In a day robbery.
Matter. And yet, when the people... Anyway, let's ask ourselves. Are the people of Niger on the street demonstrating against the coup? Basically, if the people of Niger are not so happy and they don't want the coup d'etat, that is okay. They themselves, the indigents themselves, the citizenry themselves, we should find them on the street of Miami. Is that not the case? They should be agitating that We don't. Niamey.
Niamey, yeah.
They should be on the streets of Niamey, demonstrating, burning tires and all over the place. Then we will know, within the African Assembly, know, the people themselves, they don't want it. The citizens are clapping for the coup d'etat.
They love it.
They are happy. There has been they don't say it's an overthrow. They say there has been a change of government. And you sit at the comfort of your zone in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Togo,
and demanding for them.
And say that you are going to invade their country. In any case, let's ask
that is nonsense.
This United States of American people, when they invaded Liberia and then Libya, it is the United States of America that invaded Liberia. Are you aware? What has been the life of Liberians? It's Ghana that suffered most after their invasion. They went into Libya, ousted and killed Muammar Gaddafi. And what is the record? What is the history of Libya? And this former President Bushon had the infantry to call on the United States to come to Africa. It should tell you straight that this guy is a traitor. This guy do not work for the interests of the people of Niger and for that matter Africa. And that matter ECOWAS, the West African region that he belongs, that he wants ECOWAS to go and invade. Now, is it not the case that because this new guy decided that, okay, we don't want to have anything to do with France. We are a Republican state. And therefore, we want to use our resources to develop our country without France. That's why France is not happy.
Yeah.
If these new guys who are taking over Niger have decided, okay, we will continue to give our resources to France, will France today be angry?
No way.
Please, the new Africa.
So we need to share ourselves a brain.
The new Africa president Nkrumah spoke about. We are not going to leave that new Africa. The new Africa will use its own resources to develop its own country. And we, the youth, we don't even care if we are led by a military officer or a democratically elected officer. What the youth of Africa now needs is development.
Yeah.
We don't care. Because we have practiced your so-called democracy. We have seen how much we have influenced our leaders at the detriment of our people. Haven't we seen it? We are calling for one common currency for ECOWAS, and it's taking us 20-something years. We are unable to do it. Why is it that US, France, UN, they are not pushing the African Union and then that of ECOWAS to have a common trade, to remove all boundaries?
We should ask them.
Go to Europe. Are there any boundaries in Europe once you have an European passport? Go to the United States. Are there any boundaries from California to Virginia?
Never.
Once you have the US passport. Why is it that in Africa, you cannot freely move from Ghana to Togo? Why is it in Africa, you cannot freely from Ghana to Nigeria? You can't move freely from Ghana to Cote d'Ivoire. You have created divisions among the African continent just to perpetuate your fraud against the people of Africa.
That is it.
The youth of Africa, we have to be awake. United States.
We should open our eyes.
The European Union.
Wake from our slumber.
And the UN has
wake up, guys. Let's unite and push all these bastards out.
There are new
all these bastard ass
who are coming up, and they are speaking the way we want to hear.
They are all bastards
of Kenya. He is leading the crusade. That look, we have to use our look. Let me tell you, until Africa unite and be a state. And one country, one federation, we would always have the infiltration of these people.
And we use one currency.
And for me, from where I sit, and from so far as the people of Niger are not complaining, so far as the citizens in Niger are happy of this overthrow, or this, they say that there has been a change of government.
Mr. Jack, welcome to the board. Like that. Welcome and today, share our program, please.
Stability
God will be with you, with your home.
Today, Mali is enjoying stability.
Yeah, welcome all the time.
Are they not? And Niger has realized it. It is a warning to the other parts of Africa, and for that matter, ECOWAS countries, that when you subject your people to unwanted hardship, you are just cutting short your governance. It is a warning to all of them, including Ghana.
Yeah.
You see?
Including Ghana.
Including Ghana. Whoever takes over the reins of Ghana.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, my brother, until we move away from this MPP NDC argument, okay, and we begin to see Ghana as a whole, as a country for us.
Yes.
Let me tell you, we'll be the whole people to subject our people to poverty. You get it? So
that's
please,
a true word,
let's
you know.
move the argument further.
That's a true word right there.
One African country, a United States of Africa, where there won't be any borders in Africa, where we're going to have one single currency. Like you go to Europe, you just said that you are coming from Belgium. Do the Belgians have a different currency that of Germany? Why is it that they have euros? Yeah. That a common currency they trade, but they don't want Africa to have one common currency.
See, you can see
why
blindly.
So please,
blindfolding the Africans, fooling Africans around,
and told us
we need to fight this battle and win. That is our own goal.
Development will
nothing less.
Independence will be meaningless.
Will be meaningless. Yeah. And I tell you, from 1957 to date, we are yet to give meaning to the independence. So please, let's move away from this argument of MPP NDC. Let's move away from the hardship people put. Look, people take reins of governance, and the ordinary person that gave them the so-called power becomes nothing afterwards. And why should we entertain it? We will be all better off when we're all doing well.
Exactly.
That is what we can say that, look, you drive
if we unite ourselves and fight these devils out of our Africa,
your self-contained house,
we will be okay.
When you only have, you are
not our leader will be sucking their
apartment in your village,
they'll be making their ass.
Them live in the hacks. When you come out of your house and you see everybody around you living in the bamboo, are you happy? Is that the leadership you want? So please, this invasion theory, threat, came at the wrong time. Look, they goofed, they got it wrong. They got it wrong, and they were so much in a hurry just because one of their cronies. You understand? I will encourage these people to stay fit with their army and ensure that they stabilize their country and use their God-given resources judiciously for the benefit of the ordinary person. Look at the street of Accra. These Nigerians are taking over the streets of Accra. Don't you meet them? Look at this traffic. When you get to the traffic post, look at this this kids begging for arms at the various traffic posts. Not the first. You see, in Niger, there are portions of Nigerians who are fair like that. Yes, they are there. Okay. They are from that zone from Niger to Chad to Sudan. Okay. Why are they in Ghana? Because of the hardship, the unbearable conditions, living conditions in those countries. So people also exploit. Do you know that most of them are being trafficked to Ghana to come and beg for arms?
It's all over everywhere.
Monies they are taking, they don't even spend on themselves. They go and account to people. Yeah. Why? Had Ghana also gone through this, don't you think our children would have also been subjected to these hardships?
Hello.
So why can't we motivate them?
Share.
Why can't we? People clap for Jerry Rawlings in 1979. So, and that thing changed the face of our politics to date. That today we have had a stable economy, a stable democracy. So when we see our fellow African subjecting his own people for his individual parochial interests, we should have the gut to challenge them and allow people with good conscience and good intent to take over the reins of government. And that is what the military people have done in Niger. I will not sit here and condemn them. I'd rather sit here and condemn ECOWAS. I'd rather sit here and condemn UN.
European Union.
In the last 3 years, continuously we've been talking about the farming situation in Niger, has the UN envoy been able to even help them to sustain lives?
No.
Do you remember the outbreak of Ebola? Do you know how they were affected?
Ebola.
When this, what do you call it?
Ebola.
The last one, COVID, broke out.
Yeah.
Vaccines, getting vaccines for this country was even a challenge. Why were you? When the COVID time, we realized our real position as African, how we were mistreated by this European Union.
Right. Their propaganda.
So please, we don't need US.
Propaganda is too much.
We have seen them invade Liberia.
We don't need US. We don't need European Union. We don't need all these Westerners in our country, in our African continent.
And I say this.
We don't need them.
We don't need United States in Niger.
Let's drive all of them away, so that I will live in peace.
We don't want their invasion. When they invaded Iraq, what's Iraq today?
Yeah, what is the consequence now?
We don't need them.
Even Libya.
And we are telling them in their face.
They are destroyers.
Africa don't need them because ever since, may I so rest in peace, the late Efua, the woman that just that, ever since we came in contact with two people.
Yes, Efua Sutherland.
Efua.
Yeah, what's her name, man?
You understand? Ever since we came in contact with you people.
Nanama.
Ataidu.
Yeah.
What have we benefited?
No, nothing.
We haven't.
What have we benefited?
Nothing.
You are who you are because of we Africans. Yet you have subjected
my people hear the message well.
You have made us
it is our benefit. It's good for us to fight these devils out of our continent, out of our Africa. Africa is for black man. God made it like that.
And if they have anything good for us, we even plead with them to take away their military.
It's our Garden of Eden. So
we are calling on them
nobody
to go
should
and move away
come and
from
control
Mauritius
us
and other places, so that we Africans will have the opportunity to control our own economies.
Exactly. That is what we are talking about.
Thank you very much.
So that is it for this video, and that is it for the program. We close the program now because I need to hurry up to do something, outside, So probably I will be back, I will surely be back to be giving you updates, I want your eyes to be open, your ear to be open, so you will know who is attacking who is your enemy. We are here to share the light, as I always said, just to share the light, to see through, because of the darkness they are putting you, they put you in dungeon, you cannot see, they blindfolded you. So we are here to share the light to all this problem in Africa. So we should drive them away. We should drive all this white man's supremacy, all this colonialism. It should be end with. It should be abolished, because they never totally abolish it. They are just saying it with mouth. They are still ruling, roaming about our continent. So let us gather ourselves, unite, and push all this devil away. Whether to send them to the Atlantic Ocean or anywhere we should, So we should do so. And all these our bad leaders, these our gullible leaders, we should find their solution. We should find problem to their solution. Because they are the one that licking their hearts. They are the one that saying yes sir to them. If they've been tackled them in the first place, and we supporting them, our leaders, to tackle all this atrocity, all this propaganda that white men they are bringing to our nation, the problem will be solved by now. But these our gullible leaders, they are the problem. They are the problem here. So we should know how to tackle them. So you are the judge. Please leave your comment below the comment section. So thank you. Have a lovely weekend. Bye. I love you all.